This is the Hot 7 Nightly News.
Good evening. It is Tuesday, May 14th, 2024. I am Daniela Edwin. Welcome to the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. We on Flow Channel 117, Kiss FM, the Caribbean Hot FM mobile app, and the Caribbean Hot 7 TV Facebook page. Not forgetting those of you using the Hot 7 plug and play antenna. Thank you so much for joining us. Vendors at the Castries market were livid when one senior colleague was handed what they saw as her walking papers by Castries Constituency Council's administration. Our news team spoke with the vendors to gain some insight on what had actually transpired.
Tensions between vendors and the mayor of Castries rose again when an employee in the sanitation department of the Castries Constituency Council received a retirement letter dated May 13, 2024. This letter allegedly followed a request for her to mop the 24 lanes and passageways of the craft market in Castries. Some anonymous vendors stood in solidarity with the 67-year-old sanitation worker, describing her treatment as unfair.
Yesterday morning, the lady came in, and as usual, she did her cleaning, her sweeping, and whatever. Afterwards, a vendor said, "You know, this market needs mopping." When she said that, the lady answered, she said, "My God, the mayor asked me to mop the entire market." We told her, "What? The mayor asked you to mop the entire market, but people don't mop the market. They come and they pressure wash."
Another vendor shared that there is no running water at the market except in the bathrooms, making the request to mop the market unreasonable.
There's no water for her to go and get to mop the market. She has to go wherever it is to get the water to mop the market. We had a pipe in the market, they took it out because of whatever they said, they took off the pipe. But to me, it's unfair to see you have a 67-year-old lady. She already sweeping the market, be considerate to it. And the vendors also. After she already sweeping it, there's normally more barrels stored if we have to mop by it or whatever we have to do. But you're not allowing a 67-year-old where they have other workers at City Council. You could assign them to the same job together or to help her out.
One vendor shared that while she does not agree that the worker was placed on retirement, there is a need to keep the market clean as many tourists frequent the location.
Moi pas d'accord yo fayal, moi d'accord pour yo clean là, pour yo nettoyer market là. Si on ka servi on côté lini pour propre. Si tout ça kan entrer.
Allegedly, after the news of the letter broke, the sanitation worker was called into a meeting with the mayor and asked to turn in her uniforms. The sanitation worker proceeded to the labor department following this meeting.
She got a call this morning again. When she went back to the office, they let her know to bring the uniform back for them immediately today. As they sent her home, they will like the uniform now and they do not want to see her around the market, which is unfair. After you send her home, who will you get responsible like her to come and sweep the markets?
Having received the official letter from the sanitation worker, our news team understood that she was not fired but placed on vacation to be followed by retirement as she was eligible for it. The letter reads, "Our employee records reveal that you have surpassed the age of 65 years. According to the National Insurance Cooperation (NIC) Law, Chapter 16.01, you are entitled to retirees' benefits upon your 65th birthday. Given your employment date of November 1st, 2018, you have accumulated 32 days for the period of 2022 and 2023 and occurred 13 days for the period of 2023 to 2024. To this end, Council hereby informs you that effective Tuesday, May 14th, 2024, you will proceed on your annual vacation leave, totaling 45 days, following which you will proceed on retirement effective July 18th, 2024. We wish you all the best on your retirement and would like to acknowledge the invaluable services you have provided to the Council for the past 6 years. Attempts to reach out to the mayor for comment were unsuccessful. For the Hot 7 TV News, Chrissy Bakey reporting.
The opposition has criticized the Halls of Justice construction project. claiming that the administration has refused to divulge crucial contract conditions. During a press conference on Tuesday, the opposition raised several issues, including the project's cost and the size, which differed significantly from what the government had divulged initially.
The opposition is criticizing the government for its alleged tight-lipped approach to national concerns. Whilst the government welcomed the construction of the halls of justice, the opposition claims they remain in the dark about the intricacies of such a project. Guy Joseph, first deputy leader of the United Workers' Party, claims that the only information the opposition has on the bolt agreement signed between NH Limited and the government of Saint Lucia about the construction of the halls of justice is a piece from the Trinidad and Tobago Guardian.
According to Morgan, when will we learn these guys are not for we? You know, I have to start with this because to have to go to the Trinidadian Guardian newspaper to get information about a sod turning ceremony and a project in Saint Lucia that our government, our Prime Minister, signed a bold agreement for. And there's so much secrecy, nothing circulating in our local media, not from the government press secretary, not from the Labour Party's press secretary. But I can find more information in Trinidad than I know for sure. These guys not for us.
The opposition's deputy leader expressed a number of concerns with the Halls of Justice project, including the cost. According to Joseph, who quoted from the Guardian's article, the project is estimated at $165 million.
As my colleague, Mr. Montout, indicated, Trinidadians know more today about the Halls of Justice, the terms and conditions of the Hall of Justice, than Saint Lucians and maybe even the Saint Lucian media. NH, which is the Trinidadian company, has signed an EC $165 million deal with the government.
The Prime Minister of Saint Lucia had stated that the cost of the project was $143 million, with an additional maintenance contract to be awarded to NH, the cost for which was not announced.
The firms involved are NH International Caribbean Limited, and NH is a reputable firm operating from Trinidad that has a long history of doing business in Saint Lucia. I want to thank the Managing Director and the staff of NH for having confidence in the economy of Saint Lucia. A confidence that causes it to want to invest $143 million in a building without the taxpayers having to give any guarantee.
Another area of concern was the size of the buildings and cost per square foot.
If you took a loan to build that building, a 33,000 square feet building, at $1,000 per square foot of building, it would only cost you $33 million. And $1,000 a square foot is reasonably expensive. Imagine now, is not 33 you pay, is 165. So that is why I am baffled by the economics of the Labour Party.
Everestus Jamari, chairman of NIPRO, stated at the sword-turning ceremony that the halls will occupy a total floor space of 11,800 square meters, consisting of a basement and 4 floors.
The total floor space of the two buildings is 11,800 square meters, or 126,345 square feet.
There is a 8,717 square meter difference between the figures quoted by the NH chairman and the NIPRO chairman, which questions the actual size of the building. The opposition believes the contract should have been awarded to St. Lucians, and the government reluctance to provide details of the contract, unlike the NH chairman, is of serious concern. Reporting for the Hot 7 TV News, I am Jasmine Duncan.
Commerce Minister Emma Hippolyte says her ministry is continuing to make a concerted effort to maintain interaction with the private sector as part of its responsibility to resolve stakeholder concerns. In light of this, the Commerce Department has quarterly meetings with the private sector, but for the first time, attendees have access to the Cabinet of Ministers to discuss issues within their individual portfolios that are currently affecting the business community.
On Tuesday, the Cabinet of Ministers met with private sector stakeholders to discuss crime and its impact on businesses, labor availability, environmental impacts, and commercial opportunities in the tourism industry. According to Honorable Emma Hippolyte, Minister of Business Development and Commerce, this forum provides an opportunity for the private sector to talk directly to ministers representing the many areas of the economy that influence or affect their businesses.
We are trying it for the first time. We believe it is a good thing where the business community hear from the Prime Minister, focusing on them. They've heard this morning what the government has done, how the government, through its various fiscal policies, have assisted the business community. The removal of taxes, to waive penalties on income tax and property taxes, the issues that are there, how we have assisted technically the business community. Just as we are trying to assist various groups. You've heard several times how the government have assisted the bakers in terms of subsidizing the flour and so on. So it is a government working with the business community.
Emphasizing the relevance of the meeting, Commerce Director S.D. Lafayette underscored some of the critical areas discussed.
Today's session stems from previous engagements that the Ministry of Commerce has had with the business community, where we have tried to be proactive in understanding what the key challenges are and in helping to mitigate those challenges. While some sector-specific issues are being handled by the ministry, we know that there are quite a few cross-cutting issues that require an all-of-government approach, and even more than that, a government and private sector approach, all of Saint Lucia project, if you will. And so that's what today is about, looking at those key issues, the impact of law and order, the impact of crime, on business, the idea of the high energy costs and other areas that are critical to aid Saint Lucia's social and economic development prospects. And so bringing everyone together in one room to discuss those issues and to agree on solutions, that is the focus of today's session.
In response to these issues highlighted, the Commerce Minister shared some of the ways the issues would be addressed.
Today they are all in the room there, they're hearing the issues impacting each other. For example, for the crime sector, you heard Sleesburg saying they're working with the mayor of Castries to put cameras on all businesses, and I want to applaud them for that. You've heard the issues raised as it impacts Vieux Fort, and I can tell you as a government, the Prime Minister have met the business community in Vieux Fort, and we have taken a decision, for example, that we're bringing services closer to Vieux Fort. My ministry, Ministry of Commerce, for example, is opening an office in Vieux Fort, and other ministries are doing the same. We are working hard to ensure that we improve the business environment in the country.
Honorable Hippolyte lauded the success of the discussion and says she hopes the business community can appreciate the opportunity to sit with the ministers who placed a special focus on their needs during the session. Reporting for the Hot 7 TV News, I am Jasmine Duncan.
And still in the first segment of the broadcast, we bring to you Hot 7 Tips designed to improve your life and expand your knowledge. Let's dive into today's tips on herbs and spices that you may have that can assist with inflammation.
Good evening. Welcome to Hot 7 Tips. Today's tips are on using herbs and spices to reduce inflammation. Now, inflammation is the body's normal reaction to injury, irritation, or infection, and it can be both beneficial and detrimental. Acute short-lived inflammation aids the healing process by increasing blood flow and immune cell activity in the damaged area. On the other hand, chronic inflammation, which can last for months or even years, can aggravate several illnesses, such as heart disease, cancer, and arthritis. As a general rule, whenever you experience pain and discomfort, there is likely inflammation. Some of the signs of inflammation are body pain, chronic fatigue, insomnia, depression, anxiety, and mood disorders, gastrointestinal complications like constipation, diarrhea, and acid reflux. An important note is that the information provided here is for information purposes only. There are some natural remedies and suggestions made to reduce inflammation, but they do not override or replace medical advice. Please consult your doctor for your medical issues. Number 1, turmeric. Among medicinal plants, turmeric is arguably the most well-known and extensively researched for its anti-inflammatory qualities. It has been discovered that curcumin, the main ingredient in turmeric, has strong anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. You can incorporate turmeric into your diet by adding it to curries, soups, or smoothies. You can also take turmeric as a supplement, and to enhance the absorption of curcumin, combine it with black pepper, which contains piperine, which is a compound that increases the bioavailability of curcumin by up to 2,000%. Turmeric can safely be taken at 500 to 2,000 milligrams per day. Number 2, ginger. Ginger is a highly effective natural anti-inflammatory herb that has been used in traditional medicine for ages. This herb includes numerous bioactive components that have been demonstrated to have anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. Ginger can be consumed in a variety of forms, including fresh, dried, powdered, and as an extract. It can be mixed into teas, smoothies, and cooked food, or taken as a supplement in capsule or tablet form. Number 3, garlic. Known for its strong flavor and numerous health benefits, garlic is a potent anti-inflammatory herb used widely in culinary and has been a part of traditional medicine for centuries. It has been discovered that allicin, the main ingredient in garlic, has anti-inflammatory and antioxidant qualities. You can add minced fresh garlic to a variety of foods to incorporate it into your daily routine. Garlic comes in pill, capsule, or extract form if you would rather take it as a supplement. Number 4, rosemary. Rosemary is a fragrant herb with various bioactive components, including rosmarinic acid, carnosol, and more, which have powerful anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties in disorders including atopic dermatitis, osteoarthritis, asthma, gum disease, and others. You can use rosemary as a seasoning for meats, for vegetables, and sauces. Alternatively, you can take rosemary supplements, which are available in capsule, tablet, and extract forms, or prepare rosemary-infused tea for a soothing and aromatic beverage. Number 5, holy basil. Holy basil or tulsi is an adaptogenic herb, traditionally used to fight viral, bacterial, and fungal infections. It combats stress and promotes overall health. It contains various bioactive compounds, including eugenol, rosmarinic acid, and ulsoric acid, demonstrating anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. Now you can consume holy basil as a tea made from fresh or dried leaves, or take it as a supplement in capsule or tablet form. Number 6, fenugreek. Fenugreek is one of the most effective anti-inflammatory herbs due to its numerous digestive and cardiovascular advantages. It can reduce stomach inflammation and has been reported to help with inflammatory conditions such as mouth ulcers, pneumonia, chronic coughing, and metabolic diseases. Fenugreek supplements are commonly available in tincture, pill, and powdered form. Fenugreek tea is also an option. And finally, number 7, oregano, or our local godin. Oregano belongs to the mint family of herbs. For almost 2,500 years, it has been regarded as a valuable herb in traditional medicine. The list of oregano's advantages is extensive, including its capacity to heal respiratory ailments, alleviate indigestion, and combat infections. Oregano essential oils have been shown to treat chronic inflammation, arthritis, arteriosclerosis, and diabetes.
Coming up next, Arthur Allen discusses his main stage experience, and the former VA4 mayor calls for jazz and other events in VA4. We'll be back with the details to these stories and so much more right after the break.